We cannot stop winning. A 3-0 sweep yesterday on the video. Today, it's Sunday, January 18th. As always, I'm on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy, giving you guys my three best bets. So let's go lock them in. The VIP, as always, cashing you boys out every single day. And on the video yesterday, a full 3-0 sweep. We had Brandon Williams for the Mavericks over 14.5. He crushed that with 22. Chet Holmgren's under 17.5. He went under that. And then Carl Anthony Towns also went under. If you guys know, I also pin an extra bet in the top of the comments once we hit 30 likes. Yesterday, the pin bet was Tyler Hero over PRA. Tyler Hero gets ruled out late in the game. He does not end up playing. We will take the 3-0 day. We've always been super profitable on these videos. 30 likes, and I'll pin an extra bet in the top of the comment section. While you're down there, guys, go and subscribe. You can check our account. We make videos like this every single day, and like I always do, I don't only just give you the pick, I show you where the line's better on PrizePicks. I show you where the line's better on Underdog Fantasy, and we're going to get right into that today. So firstly, go over to Mr. Luka Doncic. What do you see? 52.5 PRA, 35.5 points. Go over to Underdog Fantasy. 52.5 PRA, 34.5 points. So again, if you're wanting Luka's over, it's better on Underdog because if he lands on 35, that's a winner. If he lands on PrizePicks 35, that's a loser. But what I actually want to do is I actually want to fade Mr. Luka Doncic on the under 35.5 points. So he's been super up and down. He's been over, under, over, under, over. My philosophy is, guys, when superstars lines get too high, we got to realize it and we got to be profitable. Sure, the under won't hit every single time, but over a long period of time, you're going to be super profitable. I know you guys don't want a lot of unders, and I understand that, Cope, but I'm here on this video to make you guys profitable. Look at Luka Doncic versus the Toronto Raptors. So firstly, Toronto Raptors is a team that is very much known for double teaming superstars and really limiting overall points to superstars, which is tough for a guy like Luka, obviously the only real offensive threat on this team. So look what he's done. Under here. Very important, guys. He goes out there, shoots 67%, shoots 14 free throws, and he still goes under this line. That is just how high a 35.5 point line is. And then over here, under. He's been under in 11 of 12 games on his career against the Raptors. Doesn't have one against the Lakers. If LeBron James was out, maybe you could argue it. But again, you got Smart that can shoot. You got DeAndre Ayton. There's some blow-up potential. The Los Angeles Lakers are playing on a back-to-back. Luka Doncic, great player, no doubt. But when you're asking him to get 36 points on an over, it's just a lot to ask. If we go over to NBA defense against position, in general, we see Toronto as one of the lowest scoring teams in the NBA, only led up the 5th most points in the NBA just in general. Go to point guards, they're a little bit less good. They're more middle of the pack, but again, there's going to be limited scoring. Lakers are coming off a bad game. You do still have LeBron James in this offense, and I just think asking a player to get 36 points is egregious. If you want to follow this trend of up, down, his next game should be down, but I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to more look at he's barely hit this against Toronto, only one of his last 12 games. Toronto is very good at stopping team superstar. Obviously, that's going to be Luka Doncic, and I just think there's foul trouble possibility. There's possibility he goes out there and just doesn't shoot that much. There's a possibility he just doesn't shoot that efficiently. There's a possibility there's a blowout, and which is very well happened a lot for the Lakers. 35.5 is too high for me. I'm going to go and take that under. You can see unders are very profitable. Pick number 2, we're going to go into this same game and look. Actually, I'll do my other bet first. We'll go over here, another one you guys might be skeptical of taking, but hear out my reasoning. Kevin Durant, 25.5 points. Go over to PrizePicks, search up Kevin Durant, and what you see is actually 24.5. Another thing you look at, this is one of the most popular picks in the NBA today. A lot of people are on Kevin Durant's over, and it's still lower on PrizePicks than it is on Underdog Fantasy. Why is that? One thing that's honestly even crazier that I didn't even realize, look at this, guys. 35 PRA, 36.5 PRA. You're getting a full 1.5 PRA difference. If you look at his points over the last 5 games, he's been over in 3, under in 2. If you look at his PRA, which 35, it's the same story. Over in 3, under in 2. But if he lands on 36, you're going to be, if you're on Underdog, you're going to win, not 36. If he lands on, 36 and you're on Underdog, you still win that bet. You don't even push, you win. So the reason I like this, go over to NBA defense against position, go to power forwards, and what you see is the Pelicans give up the 2nd least points in the NBA to power forwards. Go over to rebounds, again, near the bottom here. 6th least amount of rebounds. Very tough for points, very tough for rebounds. You got to understand, why are they lowering this line so much? Firstly, go over to centers and look at this. They're like terrible against centers, bottom 5, and that's why you see Underdog go over here and have Sengun at 21.5, but PrizePicks go have Sengun at 22. These books are expecting Sengun to have a better game than Durant, just because Pelicans are tough against power forwards, but really easy against centers. 36.5 PRA, I think, is a pretty high line. Go over and look at Kevin Durant versus the Pelicans. So obviously this year, he's coming off a really good game, 41 PRA. The game before that, much, much worse. Here he had 25. And then here, guys, look at this. He landed on 35 PRA, but he scored 28 points. If you go over here and take the points, and you try to take the under, you're losing that bet, but you're still going to win the PRA bet because he just didn't get that many RAs. Under here, even this as well, over the points, but under the PRA. Since he went to Phoenix, he's been under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 of his last 6 games. And this makes sense, especially this year, why he's probably going to go under with Pelicans being such a tough matchup. This is a major line discrepancy. Normally, you can find half-point differences. Like you can see, like Underdog's 35.5, PrizePicks are 36, but 36.5 compared to 35 is a crazy difference. You're getting a whole 1.5 PRA difference. That's why much better on Underdog for the Kevin Durant bet. We'll go over here and we have one more pick for you guys. But before I tell you what it is, both Underdog and PrizePicks will give you free money with our code BROS, BROS. We show you both of these apps because we want you guys to get that free money. We want you guys to get these free picks. And we want you guys to go and look at these apps and be able to take the value like I take on these videos. So PrizePicks, they're going to instantly add $50 into your account with code BROS, BROS once you play $5. So say you put in 10, play your first 5. Now you have 60 into your account with code BROS for only putting in 10. Underdog, the exact same thing, but they'll add $75 into your account. They also have these free squares for you guys. If you want to PrizePicks, look at Popular, they actually have a free square right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right here, CJ Stroud. This is just a free pick. The more apps you're on, the more free squares you're going to be taking advantage of. Also, Underdog has a guaranteed new customer free pick. These are guaranteed winners. You're going to be profitable playing these, obviously, and the more apps you're on, the more you can also take advantage of. You can easily build up your bankroll with these. Also, guys, I talk about Sleeper because it has the best deposit match. Literally takes like a minute to download the app and put in code BROS, and they'll instantly add $20 into your account, no deposit necessary. You can play this on a long shot bet and win $1,000. In worst case scenario, if you lose, you didn't even lose anything because you didn't even have to deposit. Or you can play smart and build this up to a couple $100. Take it out as a side hustle with no risk with code BROS. Available in all these states, all these provinces as well in Canada, and they have the free pick. It's really no brainer to download Sleeper. It takes like a minute, and then it's really, really important to get on PrizePicks and Underdog because you're only going to be able to take every bet I take on this video if you're on both of these apps, and both them will give you free money and they'll give you free picks with code BROS. It also does help support the channel. Super beneficial for you, helps me out, so I do appreciate you guys using that code. Pick number 3, we're going to go back to this Lakers game, like I was telling you early, and look at LeBron James. They just changed it here, actually. This rebounds line, they were just having butchered odds and they changed it now. So I'm going to do something different, guys. I'm going to go and show you sometimes how I can find these rebound and assist values. So what I do is I go over here, I go to PrizePicks because PrizePicks normally has a value. I go and look at this line, and then I go and look at Underdog Fantasy and see if it'll give it to me for even money. So Anthony Black assists, it's same on both, but I'll show you where I can find one where it's different. You have Desmond Bane assists, same thing there. I'll scroll down to a different game. So you just want to look for where there's PrizePicks. There's no Green Goblin or the Red Giant, whatever that thing's called. We got Nick Claxton, 3.5 assists. Let's see, that's same prop there, so it's not going to be any value. Go over to Cam Thomas, 2.5 assists. This might take a minute or two, but I'm showing you guys how to find this value. Sengun, 6.5 assists in this game. Scroll up to this game here. Go to Sengun, 6.5 assists. Again, these are kind of rare to find, but it really is important. Durant, 4.5 assists, which honestly is insane value for some reason. I took the lower on PRA, but like this is one of the craziest values I'm seeing. They're literally, Underdog's going to butcher your payout to a 0.77, where on PrizePicks you can take it at even money. That means like a 20x lay. Instead of giving you guys 20x, it'll literally give you 15x, which is a massive butcher. I'm still going to keep, I'm still going to keep that under PRA. I'm not going to touch the assist, but that's a line you can look at for some value. That's crazy value right there on PrizePicks for Kevin Durant's assists. But I'm going to keep on looking. We have LaMelo. There's not even lines out for that game yet. We got Quickly and Sheed with 5.5 and 6.5. We can't find anything there. We'll go over and look at rebounds. Don't worry. Sheed, 6.5 assists. This is a bit of value. You're getting a 0.94 instead of just an even money. And then here's where we're finding some value quickly on underdog. They're only going to give you a 0.88 times, which means instead of a 10x lay, they're going to give you a 0.88 lay, where PrizePicks is going to give you this at even money. So looking at quickly in his last 5 games against Philadelphia, I don't know if he really played in this game. Let's see what happened. Yeah, he didn't. Or I guess he played 32 minutes and got 0 assists after getting 13 and 7 assists. Very questionable. So let's dig deeper into why that happened. Going over to assists, we can go here and look at the Lakers give up the 5th most assists in the NBA to point guards. And it is good for quickly because firstly, he's coming off 2 games where he hasn't played, which is going to be just healthy time. And then he's playing 39, 34, very high minutes in these games. It kind of makes sense why they're giving this lower payout, just because of how good of a matchup the Lakers is for these assists. Go over to Emmanuel quickly versus Lakers. I really only want to see what he did this season, just because in the past when he was on the Knicks, he really wasn't a passer. That's exactly what I'm saying. Look at this, guys. As a Knick, 0-3-1-8. Like, he's obviously not hitting this. On Toronto, much more of a passer. Hit, under, hit. And look at the minutes he's playing when he's hit this, guys. 27 minutes when he's under. He's playing, what is this, 39 minutes, 36 minutes, 34 minutes. Where here, he's hitting this where he's only playing 32, 27, 26. And he still hit this in 3 of his last 4 games as a Toronto Raptor against the Los Angeles Lakers. It makes sense why on underdog they're butchering this payout. And I like it better on... Did they just change it, guys? Were you looking at what I was looking at? Super annoying. You guys just saw what I saw. I broke it down, but Emmanuel quickly, they just moved his line. I found a pick with some great value, and that's Santi Aldama under 6.5 rebounds. So guys, going over to PrizePicks, you can see Aldama, you can take his over or his under for the exact same payout, but on PrizePicks, they are going to give you some extra money for taking the over, and they're going to butcher your payout for taking that under. So why is that, guys? He just played the Orlando Magic and only got 5 rebounds, 2 rebounds under the 6.5. Go to NBA defense against position. Go to rebounds, and you see in general, you do have the Magic being bottom 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th least in the NBA. If you look at Aldama's last games, he's been actually decent to this, hitting in 3 of his last 5. But again, the important part, he missed this against Atlanta, missed this against Phoenix, which is another pretty tough matchup. So in tough matchups, he's not really doing amazing to this, especially with John Morant back. You're getting some more rebounds. You got Jock Landale, a guy that can go out and get some good rebounds. Cam Spencer, Wells, Cedric Howard, another guy with a pretty high rebounding prop. Aldama's a guy that can for sure get some boards, but when he just hit this, and especially when underdog is butchering the payout by this much, you know you are finding some value. That's going to be my 3rd bet on the VIP, guys. We have changed the format. We are giving you guys 6 extra bets every single day, and we hit like this constantly on our free plan. We also send out one of those picks, which absolutely cashed out yesterday. So on here, here's a free plan. Get one of those 4 bets every single day. It's a no-brainer. Everyone should at least be on the free plan. But then the 7-day pass and the 30-day pass will pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. Then the rest of the week or the rest of the month will be straight profit. Highly recommend joining the group of guys all cashing it together on these apps. It's super profitable. We all win together in the NBA. So for the official picks, we have Luka Doncic under 35.5. We have Santi Aldama under 6.5 rebounds. And on Underdog Fantasy, Kevin Durant under 36.5 PRA. Highly recommend line shopping, finding the values. You'll be more profitable. Code BROS on PrizePicks and Underdog will give you guys that free money and those free picks. Let's continue this win streak. A great day yesterday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.